Today, readers, we're in session 9, and we worked really hard on our stories, and they're really coming together. But today, we're going to take another look at mentor text for our writing and see what we can use, what strategies and techniques other authors use that we can use in our own writing as well. So sometimes we turn our mentor text into a checklist, and we study them for our own writing. We're going to continue that work today. Let's first start with this example of some pieces of a story I've read to you earlier, at least the first page, about The Wrinkle in Time. So some things that I noticed that this author did really well was they used very powerful words. Listen to this little snippet, and I'm going to look at what the writers move, what they did, and then what I can use in my own writing. Miss Murray gently touched Meg's bruised cheek. Meg looked up at her mother, half in loving admiration, half in sullen resentment. I really like the way the author used powerful words there to create what's happening between Meg and her mom. And then as I skimmed down a little lower, you can see here seemed even more spectacular in comparison with Meg's outrageous plainness. So here the author's really using descriptive adjectives. Something I could use is maybe look up a thesaurus and find synonyms for some of the words I already have in my story and see if I can find some more powerful words to use instead. Look what else this author did. They used humor and a personal touch to connect to their audience. When they said, "I'll make myself some cocoa," that'll cheer me up. That's a great way to make a connection to the audience with something they're familiar with. I can try that in my own story too, maybe through my main character. And then look, they used weather to create a mood in the story. How behind the trees, clouds scudded frantically across the sky. Every few moments, the moon ripped through them, creating wrath-like shadows. So here they're using the weather outside to create a mood for the reader. I could try using weather in certain places of my story that I want to create a strong mood for my audience, something that I want them to really feel what the character's feeling. So those are some strategies I can use. What about you? Look at your mentor text or use some of my ideas to try in your writing. So today, you're going to rehearse your story with your partner. You're going to read your entire story and see if there's any moments there that you can get some feedback. Use the rubric with your partner, and I want you to check each other's work. Pretend you're the teacher and grade their story as they're reading it to you. Do they have a character? Do they have a strong lead? A setting? Do they have all the pieces on the rubric? Why don't you sit down and check their rubric off as they read to you and then flip-flop roles. If you want some more detailed instructions about how to use a mentor text for your own writing, click on the video tip for the day. And then I want you to respond in this form here and tell me, what are you still working on by the end of the period? I really want to know where you are, writers. If you need any help, as always, just ask. Happy writing!